All right, guys. Hey, I just want to do a quick video for this young man, Brad G. This is really awesome. This is a great comment. I want to show you all something because he's absolutely right. He understands. The key to the kingdom of heaven is you turn everything upside down and backwards, and you can see the enemy's plans. That's what I've been showing you all since the beginning. I'm going to show you very quickly. Watch this. I told you when I got saved, the Lord told me to read these tags and the clothes I was carrying. The very first thing he told me was read the tag and the clothes you're carrying, like the tag in the back of your shirt. And I read the first tag and said 100% nylon, like right here. Well, that didn't make any sense. And I said, I don't understand. 100% nylon. And then he said, turn it upside down. So if you turn this thing upside down, you know, it rotates this way. If you rotate it this way, if it's in the back of a shirt, it'll say no lion. So I said 100% nylon, turn it upside down, 100% no lion. Like a Texan would say, hey, don't be lying, you know. And so anyway, so now watch this. Just read it backwards. Nylon, no lion. Okay, so anyway, so this young man, Brad, left this comment. It's a great comment. Y'all should go read it. Listen to this. Amen, brother. Awesome work. I'm praying for your ministry and for help to get your word out. I've been going to community clinic in my area for about 15 years, and it always seemed like some things just got worse. Then 6 years ago, they started transferring everything to a computer system, and they gave every ailment a SNOMED code. Like anxiety would be SNOMED code 552355454, whatever. Well, after I received the Holy Spirit, I once again went to the doctor, but this time I saw something was wrong with the SNOMED codes, and I was told to reverse it. When I did, it blew my mind. SNOMED reversed is demons. SNOMED. 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 Okay, he's absolutely right. Brad, you're absolutely right. Let me show you how deep this goes, okay? Okay, well, we know that Obama got this Obamacare bill, and, even though Jonathan Gruber lied out his rear end to the entire world and should have been thrown in prison, yeah, it still went through, it still stood. Because in it, there is a class 2 device. Now, a lot of people freaked out and said in 2013, oh, everybody's got to have it. By 2013, that wasn't very smart. You never put dates on things. Believe me, I know, because one time I did an 11-11-11 video in the Hoover Dam. And even though I did 2 other videos that said, is it possible that nothing's going to happen on 11-11-11? And I said, absolutely possible, nothing's going to happen at all. But the people just freaked. Oh, he's a false prophet. Oh, he said it was going to happen for sure. It's like, no. Go watch the other videos. And by the way, if you're lying, you're a child of the devil. And I'm telling the 100% truth. I did other videos saying, it's possible nothing's going to happen. So anyway, the people in 2013, they said, oh, we're going to have this chip by 2013. And, obviously 2013 came and went, so they got dismissed as a bunch of kooks. Don't ever put dates on things, ever. It's coming, guaranteed. Let me show you how far the SNOMED thing goes. Okay, so do y'all know what an acronym is? Everybody know what an acronym is? SNOMED is an acronym. SNOMED reversed is demons. Well, watch this. Definition of acronym. It's where you take the first letter of a group of words and you make another word with it, kind of like OPEC, OPEC, Organization of Petroleum Exporting Countries. OPEC, that's an acronym. Okay, well, I typed in SNOMED, and SNOMED is systematized nomenclature of medicine. Okay, well, let me tell you something. If that is the definition of SNOMED, it's not an acronym. They didn't need the ED at all. It's extraneous. They put it there for a reason. That's why they put it there. SNOMED. Otherwise, it would just be SNOM. Systematized nomenclature of medicine. But if you add the ED, then it spells demons, doesn't it? And that's why they did it. Let me prove it. I will prove it. That is an eye of a serpent. Okay, you see it? Everybody, that's an eye of a serpent. Okay, let me show you. Remember when Barack Obama signed the beam at the top of the One World Freedom Tower? Let me show it to you. There it is. He signed, "We remember, we rebuild, we come back stronger." And he used those words on purpose because the letter W in the word we 3 times is WWW. Hebrew is alphanumeric, and that's how he was disguising his little cryptic message by using "we remember, we rebuild, we come back stronger." So talking about Satan and the fallen angels, Satan and his demons, and they used he wrote that right here on this beam, the One World Freedom Tower. Look at the letter O right here. You see the letter O? That's a brain, by the way. That's an image of a brain. It's exactly a brain. It represents a collective consciousness. It also is going to represent the One World Chipping Program. Here is the VeriChip. Y'all know what the RFID chip is? It's called the VeriChip system. Let me show you. VeriChip Corporation, okay? VeriChip. They insert the chips, like right here. They insert the chips, and then they have tracking devices, and the way to track it. And it's a data storage. Data storage. Let's look at SNOMED. As a clinical terminology is owned and maintained by the International Health Terminology Standards Development Organization. What they do is they categorize and give names to every health issue, and they give it a SNOMED ID number. Okay, first of all, it's not correct if it's an acronym. It should be SNOM. You don't need the ED. They put the ED because backwards SNOMED is demons. But if it's just SNOM, it's innocuous. But they made sure they got the ED. Okay, so now let me show you a serpent eye. There's a serpent eye. See the circle with the line right in the middle? Like the serpent from the Garden of Eden, the Nakash. Well, let's look at the VeriChip that goes in your body, the RFID chip. Here it is. There it is being injected. There it is, the size of a grain of rice. There's VeriChip Corporation. Look at their logo. Look at the logo. Okay, there you go. There you go. There you go. And there you go. Oh, busted. It's so easy to bust them. Once you know what's going on, it's easy to bust them. So anyway, once you look at all this, you can go do your own homework. I'm not going to go through all the homework. Yeah, they have all kinds of medical tracking. Go look up Digital Angel. Digital Angel is partnered with these companies as a record tracking system. I saw it 10 years ago in Mexico. They were using it. Anyway, yeah, Brad, good job, buddy. SNOMED. So now we've tied together the new medical categorization of diseases. SNOMED, absolutely demons, no doubt about it. And then we tied it together with the image of the VeriChip, which is identical to a serpent's eye, and we tied the whole thing together with Mr. Obama and his healthcare system. Again, so, yeah. Anyway, just wanted to do a short little bit. By the way, listen up. When I go like that, I'm like, oh, so was good. Every time I use a hand gesture now, because there's so many freaks on YouTube, they're like, oh, he shot the devil horns. It's like, dude, anyone that does that, just go watch Monty Python. She's a witch. Just type it into YouTube. Watch that 10 times, then come back and leave your comment. and then I'll just refer you back to what you just watched. So anyway, good job, Brad. And then here's the deal on the DVD. Yes, we are going to produce a DVD. I've already talked to Clay. We're going to start the editing. I'm working on, I mean, once you know this information, I mean, the scriptures will blow your mind. Go do a word study on the word locust in Jeremiah. Go do it. It'll blow your mind. It's been there the whole time. But now that we can see the locust from the pit, and we can see, you know, the imagery. Let's see if I can pull it up real quick. The snare, let's see. Let me see if I can pull it up. Dragon, regalia, St. Peter's throne. Yeah, here we go. Anyway, so now that we can see all this stuff, there we go. This is, I mean, look at this, guys. That's a big dead sheep. You know what? I love you in Christ. But anyone that doesn't believe that, you're just blind. That's why Jesus said, I've come to judge the world and to give sight to the blind and to show those that think they see that they are blind. Like the people that can't see that this is a big dead sheep. That's who he's talking about. And then the Jews said, hey, what are you saying that we're blind? And Jesus said, you know, if you were blind, you wouldn't be guilty, but your guilt remains because you claim you can see. If you can't see what this means, you don't know what this means, your guilt remains. That's it. It's just that simple. I'm sorry. It's that simple. And Jesus had to deal with the scoffers all the time. All his disciples have to deal with the scoffers. It's part of the program. If I wasn't hated, I wouldn't be a servant of the Lord. I mean, Jesus said in John 15, they will hate you. And I have been hated. Before I got saved, everybody loved me, dude. I mean, it was crazy. I had so many friends. And I mean, it was, everybody wanted to hang out with Johnny. Now it's like, it's like, Johnny's coming over. I wouldn't trade it for the world. So anyway, so here we go. So yeah, locusts, and more locusts. I want to show y'all one picture. I can't stand it. It's like, I can't ever, you know, I had to give my dad his Father's Day present today because when I have gifts to give people, I always give them away too soon. You know, I'm like, hey, I have a gift for you. I don't want to wait till Father's Day. Can I give it to you today? So anyway, let me show you this. Okay, check this out. Look at this. I just got to give this to you before I do the DVD. Check this out. Okay, so I meticulously drew in all these lines, right? And here's your locust coming out of the pit. See the mandibles? Let's double enlarge it. Watch this. Here's the mandibles here and here. Eyes. He's wearing a crown. The teeth make the crown. Hair of a woman, okay? Now look at this. He's got these claws like a scorpion. And this is done with intent. I drew in all the lines. And I see the intent of the artist. But watch this. You see, the Lord told me these are wings. He said, Jonathan, those are wings. And the hair right here, because the guy's upside down, this is the hair. This makes the movement of air from the wings going up and down. And so this is the motion of the wind. And it also becomes this umbilical cord going to these two aliens that are upside down like H.R. Geiger. But check this out. I couldn't find the entire image of this thing. I was like, well, where is this thing in the Vatican? So on my radio program, I had everybody hunt this thing down for me, and we found it. This is on the list of popes that's in the Vatican, and this is the sculpture at the bottom. But I'm telling you, you can't find a clean image of it. It is totally obscure and in the dark. So what I did was I took this part of the image right here that's clean and, you know, easy to see, and I had Dave the Wave cut it, and we pasted it on top of the entire image. Let me show you where it goes. Let me get this thing out of my ear. Yikes. Okay, so here we go. So here's a list of popes, and here's where this thing comes from. Let me show you real quick. Like I said, when I have presents, I just got to give them away. See, look, and when you look at this thing, you can tell that these are the claws. You see, this way it makes the head of the devil. I mean, this is demonic anyway. I mean, what is this supposed to be? Some wonderful, oh, you're one of the popes. I mean, I don't know if I want my name on that list. I mean, look at that. Oh, that's a really nice sculpture. Yeah. Maybe you could leave my name off of it. I mean, look at that. Okay, so anyway, this becomes a locust when you turn it upside down. And these become the wings. Look, watch this. But it's so pixelated, you know, there's no way I could show you the hidden imagery in this guy's face. But I had the up close image. So what we did is we cut it, we cropped it, and we extrapolated to a little degree, and we just put it on, laid it on top right where it would go. So when we turn this whole thing upside down, these are the wings to the locust coming out of the pit. I mean, this is Revelation 9 for real. I mean, we're looking at it. I mean, that is so cool. I mean, God is so amazing that he would allow us to see what's going to happen before it happens. Okay, so look, just to prove it, here is the image in high resolution, okay? And I drew in, see how I meticulously drew in all these lines so I could see what the artist was thinking. So I had to take on the mind of the artist in order to understand every cut he made. Like, what's he really doing here? And so he's doing a lot of stuff, by the way. And so check it out. Let's turn it upside down. Look at this. This is amazing. Okay, let's do a side by side real quick, and then we'll add the locust to the extended version. But check this out. Look. Tell me that is not a locust coming out of the pit. Come on. Come on. I mean, that's a no-brainer. I mean, for an artist, I'm an artist, guys. That is a no-brainer. That's why it's dark around the edges of the face right here. See the darkness here? Because that represents this darkness right here. See? When something's coming out of a hole, there's darkness around the edges. You see it? And so, I mean, you see this thing has these claws? Well, those are the claws right here, too. So anyway, it's just, it's not even open for, you know, any kind of debate to a contrary opinion. It doesn't matter. This is a gift. This is the Lord's vision, not mine. This is just so crazy cool. Now check this out. Watch this. So we're going to take this. Let's take that guy. Let's take the locust. But by the way, the guy that's in chains, that represents every human being, every soul that's ever lived. And your energy, once you die and you go into the pit, your energy is used to create another one of these beings that's upside down. Remember, Isaiah said, those who try and hide their plans from the Lord are doomed. They carry out their schemes in secret and think no one will see them or know what they're doing. They turn everything upside down. So what are their plans? They take humans and turn them into this. And a human is a host body for a demon and one of God's angels. And they get the soul, and that angel goes into the pit. Now watch this. We added this image right here. We cut it and cropped it, and we put it on the cumulative sum. And unfortunately, this one's dark. But watch this. I'll show you two different images. This one's going to be very dark, but let's see. There you go. You see the big wings? Here's the locust, and here's his claws, and like a scorpion. And look at these long wings right here. Boom, boom, busted, busted, Satan. You are busted. God's vision sees past your lies. Busted. Let's see it now I'll show it to you on a lighter image, where I wasn't able to draw in all the wings, but we added it on top. Watch this. Right here. Oh, come on. H2. Come on, H2. There you go. Watch this. There it is. Bam! Locust from the pit. This is what humanity is being used for. That's what God's angels are being used for. That's why they're being sucked into a vortex. And the largest altar in the alleged Christian church called Catholicism, which is pure pagan idolatry, is is taking people straight to hell. And look at that. Look at this creature. There it is. And look, there the wings are. See it? Bam! That's why it has this really interesting, this really interesting pattern right here. It's to represent wings, and it represents two different vines, like the wheat and the weeds, and then it makes this massive slave collar, and you have these twin upside down aliens. I mean, this is just mind-boggling, isn't it? Praise God. All right, anyway, back to this deal. Thank you again, Brad. Good one, Brad. Busted. Anyway, so yeah. By the way, guys, listen. I'm not trying to harp on people, but if we're gonna put together this DVD and do everything we got to do and send them out everywhere in the world that they go, and you guys have gleaned from this and you know it to be the truth, then step up and help it. Go to Before the Fire. Go to Before the Fire. I will show you how to get there. Please go help with this project. We are required, once we know the truth, to spread the truth. That is a requirement from God. If you know this to be true and you know this is the absolute truth, then you should be one of the people helping to spread it or support it or do whatever you can do. BeforeTheFire.com, right there. Just go right there. It'll take you to the website, and it'll give you, there you go. Oh, and by the way, I want to make a comment. I told people, look, all these are videos, and right here, someone said, oh, well, it really bothers me that you would have the cross as the capstone upside down cross. It's like, you know what? If you understood the meaning of who Christ really is, he's the snare that turns everything upside down. Jesus said the greatest of all is the servant of all. Now listen, Satan's kingdom is built in the shape of a pyramid because everything on the base serves the capstone. That's Satan's kingdom. Well, Jesus' kingdom is the opposite. The one at the bottom serves everything above it. Jesus is the servant of all. He is upside down to what the world's idea of, the government is. And Satan has everything on the bottom serve the capstone at the top. Jesus is at the bottom serving everything above him because he's the servant of all. So when people make some ludicrous comment about, oh, Jonathan, that's demonic, no, you just don't understand. You lack discernment. And that's it. So that's my comment for that one. So anyway, so here you go, back to this. To help, go here, go to Before the Fire. We have all kinds of stuff in here. Go to the support thing. Click on support. And then it tells you, look, here's an address you can send your self-addressed, stamped envelope here. And then make sure you send us an envelope, look, like this, a big one. And in it, you put your envelope with your address on it. Put at least 7 stamps on it, okay? 7. And then I will send you whatever DVDs you request for free. I will not, there's no charge. Even if you don't put a dime in there. I mean, that happens all the time. We're glad to send you these DVDs. The Lord told me, as you freely received, freely give. And so, we rely on the benevolence of others to help get these out. And that's what we do. By the way, Stephen Dix, friend of mine, awesome guy. He came to visit from Australia. If you want some, he used to be into praise and worship music. If you want a CD, ask Dix. Contact Dix. Unfortunately, Sandy Champion, who was a counselor that we had help people that had issues, he was a psychologist. Sandy died. But, so don't contact here anymore because Sandy passed away. Anyway, there it is. So you guys jump in and be part of this next DVD. Get on board, support it. You can go help us here financially. You can go donate it to PayPal so we don't, stress out over finances. and sending stuff out. Like, how are we going to do it? Because if everybody helps out a little bit, then we can do a lot. And by the way, guys, just FYI, I don't like to let the left hand know what the right hand is doing, but you have no idea of the number of people we have helped. I mean, I'm not going to sit there and tell you because we're not supposed to toot our horns. All right. Anyway, awesome. Thank you, Brad. Busted. SNOMED. We got your SNOMED code ready, and we just need to put your little Verichip serpent. Look at that Verichip. Give me a break. That's a serpent eye. Nice. Nice. It's over, folks. The end is coming, man. Praise God. I've been waiting for this since 2002. Yes. Jesus is coming. All right. That's it. Take care. God bless you guys.